What's going on, everybody? It's the Keymaster84 coming at you guys. You guys are like, where's the time lapse? Where's the fancy title? You know what? It's nowhere, because this thing wouldn't record. Well, let me rephrase that. Not that it wouldn't record, it recorded just fine. It wouldn't connect to my computer. So I have to go buy a new USB cord today to see if maybe it's just an old cord and it's just not going to work anymore. Probably need to buy a new device. We'll see. Moral of the story, though, guys, is you know, it is what it is on that front. Moving on from there. What we're going to be talking about today is, hold on, brain fart, pause. All right, guys, brain fart over. So, I was thinking and pondering last night as I was waiting for what some consider to be the most exciting time in the year of football, that's in the preseason of football, American football. Probably, I have European people watch my show. I have to delineate between the two. Is American football preseason is the draft. The draft is probably one of the most exciting things. You know, teams trading up, trading down, trading backwards, trading forwards. You know, getting more picks by trading back, giving up some picks to trade forward. I mean, there's a lot of, that's the reason I like the draft. I like to see the strategy. For example, my favorite team, Seahawks. They, in my opinion, they made an amazing move. So they had one team. So they were scheduled to pick, I believe, 26th out of 32 in the first round. One team offered them their second and third round picks. Not shabby for a 26th pick. Then, at the 11th hour, ring-ling-ling, yeah, hey guys, we'll have you trade back 5 spots and give you our third round pick. Oh, you're throwing stuff into the game. You know, I mean, it's like that whole strategy, like, and you never know what's going to happen until you make the pick, is really, it's crazy. Like, you're talking about, you know, you were going from picking later in the second round and then picking later in the third round. So now you are only moving back 5 spots. So you're still probably have a good chance of getting the guy that you wanted, even at 26. And then on top of it, then you're going to get a third round pick as well. Man, that's a deal right there. So they hooked it up, made it happen. Everybody was happy. With that being said, guys, I think that is something that esports has either missed the boat on or needs to try to introduce. Because I feel like it would add a level of excitement. It would add some intrigue. People would stress out. Like fans, they would stress out. I mean, it would get crazy. Like, well, we're only going to talk about one game, so I don't have time to break them all down. That'd be a whole video. But draft. So League of Legends is the one I'm going to use the most because I had this whole idea in my head already. League of Legends. So they have, you know, their spring split, the summer split, and then Worlds. What they could do is this. So after Worlds, you have, let's see here, you have like 2.5, 3 months of League of Legends Wastelands. Nothing. It's usually when they come out with their next big update, their next big patch. You know, it's just the way it is. Anyways, what they could do is, so all of the free agents in that period could get put into a pool. So all these guys, all the free agents, all the teams who didn't qualify, who got relegated, all this stuff to get put into this pool. Then, this is where it gets crazy. Then you go in opposite. So, like, for example, Immortals finished number 1 in the spring split. We're going to use that because that's the only example we have right now. Immortals got number 1. They would pick last, obviously. Because they're the best team, they shouldn't need to get the best free agent. Then, so that, whoever the bottom team was, I want to say, I think it was Echo Fox for North America. So from there, they would be able to select, whoever free agent for NA is. So these guys would have to say, hey, I'm going to be a free agent for NA. Hey, I'm going to be a free agent for EU, so forth and so on. And then the picks start. You got 2 minutes on the board. You got to decide. Make it a big production. I honestly think, you can translate this to any esport and it would be just as good. Halo, Call of Duty, Dota, CSGO. Obviously the Legends, like I was just talking about. I think this is a big idea that none of the esports are doing, that they're all missing out on. You're talking about, you do this in the off season when all this roster shuffling is going on. Don't get me wrong, roster shuffling is cool, but the draft is way better. Then it also provides a more streamlined system to be picking people up. And then what you do is then in the gap between spring and summer, that's when you have your free agent window, where any free agents, or if you want to drop somebody, that's when they can pick that up, which is then another exciting twist to it. So they're incorporating 2 big things from traditional sports to esports. So I really hope that someone over at Riot or someone over at HCS, somebody sees this video, because I think you can seriously cash in on this idea, and I would totally be fine with it. I just think it's an awesome idea. I think it would really amp up the stress level for fans such as myself, trying to keep track of what the heck's going on. You're talking, you got teams that can be like, hey man, like TSM can go, hey, CLG. So, see, you guys got that pick. Well, I'll give you this guy for your pick. Like they could trade players, they could trade, spots. Oh man, gets me excited just thinking about it. But it would be crazy. It'd be awesome. It would be really interesting to see. And then for new teams to come into the league, like they've just they just bought the team, or you guys expanded your pool. You could have expansion drafts, so they can only protect 4 players out of the 5, just to really amp up the strategy that goes into it. Oh man, dude. Oh gosh, man, that should be awesome. Anyways, but no, I think that's something that esports is definitely missing out on. They're missing out on that in the off season it just dies out, and I think the problem is they don't have anything like this to help bridge the gap. And so I think by doing something like this, it would keep the news cycle for your esport going, which is what you want. You always want to be in the news. Some press is better than no press. Just saying. But we'll see what happens. So guys, with that being said, this is the Keymaster 84, and as always, we play games to make gains, and haters are gonna hate. See you guys tomorrow.